Kevin Hart just stepped in the studio, ladies and gentlemen, and Rosenberg's trying to act like him and Kevin Hart are best friends.
Where is Rosenberg at? Where is he at?
I'm here. Did you call me
Rosenborg?
Where's
Rosenborg?
He's looking
I'm
past
I'm
you.
right. You're looking at me. You're looking me in the eyes right now. I understand what you're saying.
Rosenberg.
Yeah. Why are you
I
forgetting?
thought you said Rosenberg.
That's what I said.
All right.
Kevin.
What are you talking about?
Kevin. First, I want to say congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
I haven't formally got to do that because you've becoming one of the biggest superstars in America.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
However, our boy Rosenberg here has been publicly hating on you in a real way.
You've been publicly?
Yeah. Well,
Like on air or like when you got
on
anywhere.
air.
Anywhere I can.
Tatiana Ali was here talking about the American Black Film Festival and how Think Like a Man 2 has now become this thing that's caused Hollywood and other people to pay attention.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Kevin Hart as the entity has caused the world to pay attention to black film and black acting again.
Why would you? That's such a positive thing.
It is really. It is. No, honestly, it is a really positive thing.
So
I just,
what is the? I don't get it.
I just can't stand to see you win like this. I just want to hold you down.
Wait a minute.
I just want to hug you and hold you, not let you go any further.
What is that? That's not. What is?
I'm angry.
Why?
Because you're so successful.
And you gotta understand, when you used to come up here, you was on a certain level.
Yeah, but
and he felt, like almost like a contemporary.
Yeah,
and then
we were like similar. Yeah, and now like I watch TV and literally. Like, you don't live in my house, but like you're constantly in my fucking house.
Oh,
like,
every NBA All-Star.
Okay, he's angry.
Look, NBA Finals.
Come on, guys. This is ridiculous.
I can't watch Inside the NBA. I just want to watch Ernie. I just want to see Ernie and Chuck.
Well, I did an impression of Ernie.
I
love you, Ernie.
Yeah, that's true. No, but there he is again. And then last week, what's my favorite thing to watch, Ebro? My favorite
wrestling. Yes.
Okay, wrestling.
Yes.
I turn on Monday Night Raw. Guess who's there?
Kevin Hart?
Kevin Hart on Raw.
It's a great outlet. It's a great outlet, by the way. Thank you to Raw. You watch? Wait, you watch? That's where it is for you right now. That's where life is?
I've always watched wrestling.
He's a representative of the WWE and anything wrestling. He loves it. He's a man fan.
I'll say this. I want to trash you about it, but I can't because after going, I get it.
It's pretty fun, right?
No, after going.
But oily men in their bikini draws.
But by the way, you would not say that there. Listen, I've never seen bigger men but they were eating backstage. Nobody had forks. Everybody was eating with their hands. Listen, everybody was eating with their hands. It was the
best part was they go, they're always WWE is obviously always lying on TV. They're like, Kevin Hart, he said earlier today he's a big fan of the WWE. I'm like, I said to my wife, I'm like, Kevin doesn't like wrestling. He sits down. A character who's on TV every week comes out, and he goes, "This guy's dancing? What's this guy doing?" I'm like, he does this every week. I thought he was a big fan.
I knew nothing about it.
But no, I knew.
But I embraced it. I embraced it, though. I embraced it. I loved it.
Kev, you were in Think Like a Man. You were in it, and you did great. You're the star of Think Like a Man too. You're the star.
Well, things have changed over the years. Things have changed over the years. Man, look, Think Like a Man 1. What people need to understand is that before Think Like a Man 1, I did movies, but I never had a role that was quote unquote considered my breakout role, other than Soul Plane. Soul Plane was supposed to be the movie that launched me.
How'd that do for you?
Well, whatever. Things happen. The thing is, listen, the point that I'm making is, the point that I'm making is, Think Like a Man, that was the first role that was given to me where they allowed me to bring what I thought could be brought to a character. And that movie popped, and then that's when I popped. So, in doing all the movies after that, Ride Along and About Last Night and The Grudge Match and all the stuff that I filmed now that's coming out later, it was, the stars rose a little more. And when going to the table to do Think Like a Man 2, they're like, Kevin, before we can go to everybody else, we want to make sure you're on board. And I said, I'm on board. I said, but let's make sure that the story is intact. I can't just do movies, just do them anymore. Everything has to progress. So we said, well, let's raise the stakes. And they gave me the pitch of going to Vegas and how we get there and how to make it bigger and better. And I said, well, it shouldn't just be just me. I said the women should be amped up a little more too. So Think Like a Man 2, if you notice, the women come in and they're just as good as the men. You know, you get to see the women be friends and how they react to things, and the men do the same thing. In my character, you know, I'm responsible for all things going bad, and in doing so, I have to come and reevaluate myself. As you see, Rose, I'm so well spoken now within success, and I want to talk to you off air because I can help you.
No, let's do it on the air. We do this on the air. Let's do it on the air.
I know why he's failing. What I'm saying is the thing about life. Okay, you have apples and you got oranges. Okay,
right.
Which one do you want to eat? That's the thing. Now, here's the thing. Okay, if you got
another
grass,
part to that.
well, no, that was it.
It's about choices, man. It's about
that's
choices.
what I'm saying.
Choices.
No, that was the
All
point.
right,
That was the
choices.
point.
I got it, Kevin.
Okay, the thing is for you got to understand. If you got grass outside,
Okay,
right,
yep.
and it's growing, all right. You get it?
Gems.
What I'm
Yeah, no, I don't-
saying,
I don't follow-
what
I
I'm
keep thinking
doing
to go
is
somewhere else.
dropping knowledge, man. Like, okay, if you want to buy a house, well, guess what? You need a brick, and then what? Exactly. What I'm saying. Do you guys get where I'm going? I'm trying to basically point out positive messages that you obviously don't have, which is why you're so negative, man. If you wake up in the morning and you put your shoes on, then guess what?
What?
You gotta bathe, right? Okay, so these are messages that people should know, and I'm not going to keep this knowledge to myself.
Share.
Why would I do that?
Yes.
Okay, let me ask you a question.
Okay.
What's 2 + 2?
4.
Okay, now when you go home,
Okay.
right, and you know these things, and you see how people progress, you have to put yourself in a situation. And Rose, I don't know if you're doing that. Okay,
Right.
well, you're married, right?
I am married, yeah.
Okay, now your wife, she's a woman, right?
Yes.
Okay. What I'm saying is this, all right? This is where
You knew she was a woman. I mean, you
I didn't know where you were and what
what I'm
What
talking
you're
about.
into. He is at Hot 97.
Yeah, I
Things
didn't
get
know.
crazy.
Things get crazy up here.
I don't know.
But that just goes to show what I'm saying, because he doesn't follow me on Instagram. He doesn't remember me. He doesn't see my life. You know, I just watch you on your on the TV and on your Instagram with your hot new lady, but you don't know about my hot lady.
Let me ask you a question.
Okay.
Instagram is an outlet that's basically built for people to do what?
See pictures.
Okay. Now, if a cloud comes and it rains, then what happens? Think about it. Now, what I'm saying is this, okay?
Another good one.
It's not about pros and cons. It's about white eggs. Okay? Do you scramble them or do you leave them sunny side up?
I personally scramble.
Not supposed to answer that. That's your problem. He just listens. See,
Rosenberg, you gotta learn to listen.
I can't talk to him.
You gotta learn to listen,
It's too
Rosenberg.
much, man. This is why you're in a negative place. And Syph, let me tell you something. I've seen you grow over the years, and I get why. He's not going to be able to catch up. He won't, man. And good for you.
But I try, you know what it is? I try to throw him a line, try to bring him with me, and he just
You can't.
drags me down.
I'm doing all right though. I'm pretty
Some
good.
people-
Rosenberg, you
people-
are white and Jewish, and people expect a lot more from you.
You're the only one losing. You're the only one of your kind losing.
Like the top loser?
I mean, listen, if there's a such thing, like, okay, look, you got the
Biggest loser.
bottom, right? And then there's this stuff under that.
What is that?
That's Rosenberg. He's that stuff under that, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, Kevin Hart has just counseled Rosenberg.
I don't want to do it.
Change your life.
I don't want to do it. I don't want to be
Kevin Hart,
responsible
fix
for
your
it.
life right here on Ebro in the morning.
Thanks. I don't really know what to do with that.
Well, I think you should take it and process it.
Okay.
Okay?
But either way, I'm still going to see Think Like a Man 2 this weekend. I'm
You
excited
should.
about it.
And I'm going to tell you what you're going to do afterwards.
What's that?
You, my friend, are going to think about a man. When
Hold on. Hold on. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that.
One of the many reasons that the American Black Film Festival and black film in general and Hollywood and things have moved to a higher height, man.
Thank you,
and,
man.
But I never thought I'd see the day that Kevin would help get anything to a higher height. I'm sorry.
That's why.
I'm
it's
sorry.
just, I mean,
It was
come on.
alley-oop, though.
Well, it's not. I mean, look. At the end of the day, if it works for you guys, I guess.
Well, now Rosenberg hates on you, but there is other hate coming for you.
Well,
out
there's
there.
a
You
lot.
getting real hate? Actual real life hate?
Mike Epps. Was the Mike Epps thing real or not? That was
No, it was real. It was real when it happened. And this is why I come in and talk to you guys, because I know that you guys want information, and I have no problem giving it. You know, me and Mike, yes, it was real. We had our words back and forth, but then we realized we're men, we're adults, and we talked. Like, hey, let's stop with the back and forth. We got on the phone, we talked. He expressed his opinion.
He was smoking weed, wasn't he? He was high. He was high.
No. We both made valid points, and at the end of the day, the I guess you could say the reason behind it was for whatever it was. But what we realized is that we're comedians. Hey, this is
Make
us.
people laugh,
Yeah, come on,
man.
man. This is what we were supposed to do.
Yeah.
Regardless of how we feel, we talk about it. Keep that between us. Let's not put that negativity out there because that takes away from our craft and the progression. Well spoken again.
That was again. No, I gotta-
You know, yeah. So we fixed it. It's done. We back to being cool. And,
I like it.
You know, it was a brief hiccup, but I'm glad that it happened because the feelings that he had and that I had came out, and we expressed it, and then we moved on from it.
Is he the only one, though? I mean, let's be real. You went from the position you were in, which was a really good comedian, working comedian, to the biggest
Superstar.
acting comedian in the world right now.
I mean, look. I think with any level of success, you're gonna get negativity. The thing is how do you handle it? You can feed negativity with negative responses, or you can feed negativity with success. At the end of the day, if you continue to do what you do to the best of your ability, the people that are being negative have to evaluate themselves and go, yo, instead of taking the time to be angry, maybe I just need to go and do what I'm supposed to do on my side. At the end of the day,
Is that though?
well, I mean, it can be whatever it is. At the
Like,
end,
there's a lot of dudes, me in the comedy world, like, oh, yo, he used to open up for me, or he started with me, or
you'll get all of that.
so how do you deal with those dudes? Like,
I deal with it by doing what I'm doing now. I can't win if the people before me didn't win. At the end of the day, if the doors weren't opened up for me by your Pryors, your Cosbys, your Eddie Murphys, your Chris Rocks, you can go down the list. I mean, we can go to Chappelle, you can go to Cat, you can go to Mike Epps, you can go any comedian that got to a point where they were an attraction. I am able to do Fox. I mean, Carlin, I'm able to do what I'm doing now because they did it first.
Right.
So now I'm coming up on a path that was already built. I'm just elevating it for our generation, and I'm trying to make it unique.
but what's the
for
trick?
us.
What did you do that was that extra step? You woke up earlier.
Put that work in, yo.
Put the
I
work
put that work in. It's no. That's the one thing that I think can't be questioned about me.
Everyone that's coming,
Everyone says
everyone
that.
that's coming here from Think Like a Man too, who predominantly came up acting, has said that Kevin Hart is driving this train. Like,
I don't.
You're the first
I don't play
one
no
to
games.
media. You're the first. You hang out the longest to make sure the fans are taken care of. And is that what that was always a part of your fabric?
I mean, what I'm trying to do is be groundbreaking for our generation. You got to look at it right now. When you do films and they have a predominantly black cast, whether it be male or female, you're categorized as a black movie.
That's right.
Myself being in projects that were categorized as a black movie, I said when I get to a certain level and I can actually have a voice and be heard, I'm going to erase the stigma of black movies because
Let's make it a good movie.
the reason why you can't call movies with white actors and actresses white movies. They're called good movies. And I said if I can get movies with a cast of color or a predominantly entire cast of color to perform well.
Now.
Hear me out. Listen, if I can get it to perform well, you're going to have to eventually just say.
I agree with you. However, Woody Allen movies, those are white movies.
But you don't call them that.
I mean, I do.
But people don't. They call them Woody
In
Allen
all
movies.
seriousness, they don't. But
You
what
may-
you're
you may
really
do it.
pointing to is the fact that people try to discount the value of it.
I'm about to take it a step further than that. I'm about to take it a step further than that. And this is what I mean when I say I think I'm a different machine. When you look at movie stars, the real definition of movie stars is not just in the United States. These are people whose films perform in Japan, Australia, Greece, Russia, wherever these movies are released.
Right.
These people are known. Tom Cruise, Matt Damon,
The Roberts,
Julia
George
Roberts,
Clooney. The
George
list goes
Clooney.
on.
List goes on and on. When you go to African American actors, you got Will Smith, you got Denzel Washington,
Halle?
Halle Berry, but Halle Berry, I mean, she's done amazing things.
But they don't
as
really
far
make
as-
movies around her
Yeah, it's
that
not-
often.
they-
Gothica, I mean, it's been a long time. They don't do that.
You don't. The list gets very small, and the reason being is because these studios feel that African American films or predominantly black cast can't translate overseas.
Tatiana Ali was here, said the exact same thing.
You can't do it. So I said, if I go as a comedian and I go sell out and I do arenas in all these places, I got bargaining chips. So I came back to studios with bargaining chips. So when you see Ride Along did 160 million because they gave us a limited release overseas. We did 132 domestically. The rest of it was overseas. About Last Night did a little bit of money overseas. Think Like a Man 1, they did a limited release. But all I'm doing is trying to do the baby steps because these movies are grossing 100+ million, which means everybody wants to see them. So if I can be the guy that pushed studios to give us a chance, we ain't failed yet. Let me fail over here and then tell me no.
But it feels like that's what's happening. That's what I
It's actually what's happening.
I said that yesterday as I was jokingly hating on you. I was like, I never would have thought that Kevin Hart would be the person who is really pushing the envelope on people treating black film differently. So eventually it's just film.
We can't say black film anymore, man.
No, we should just kill it.
Don't do it.
It's movies. It's
movies.
It's movies.
Yeah.
But that's the goal in hand. And I'm going to tell you the driving force behind it. And people take this for granted. And I don't care, like, whoever's listening, social media is powerful, man. Like, you literally have an outlet that's free for you to do whatever it is that you want. I've built up to 40 million people through social media, through Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Vine. I have a direct outlet. So when I say something, I get an immediate response. I wanna be promoted internationally. Studios can't reach their demographic the way I can. So when I do it and I pull it up and then I show a studio, look, this is what my fans are saying. I'm in Germany. Oh, Kev, we waiting here for Australia. And I do this, a studio has to go, all right, look, or you risk the business of losing a Kevin Hart that can potentially bring you X, Y, and Z. And then another studio saying, all right, we want to work. We want to invest. So I don't think they're going to take that risk because they see that I'm passionate right now. I'm not the guy that's just selling wolf tickets. I'm the guy that's actually putting the work in the streets. Like, dude, this promo campaign, as soon as I leave here, I'm flying to San Diego. We're just doing pop-ups. I'm just going to different cities to pop up in the theater.
I saw that in 34th Street the other night.
I literally go, I treat them. Hey, meet me here, first 200 people, I'm giving you popcorn, sodas. But it's more important, it's about, I want you to see that I'm real. Hey, man, you can touch me, shake my hand. I appreciate you. The stars of today or yesterday, whatever, you can't reach them. And it's not that that's bad, but for our generation, for this and social media and everything else, people want to know that you're real.
That's right.
You can't be a ghost. You can't be something that I thought I saw. You can't be Bigfoot. So when you really are a star and you get out there and, hey, what's up, man? And I shake your hand, I look you in the eye, and whatever you got to say, I listen for 2 seconds, and you take your picture, and it's more, it goes on to go, hey, that's a real guy. That's a guy that appreciates it. And I think those people, they root for you. And genuinely, now you're building an army of people that support a vision. That's not just for myself. I want to see these other actors and actresses come up and win. Like I said, I'm following the path that's already been paved. I'm just trying to widen it up more, so now the other people coming up after me can go, yo, all right, we did this, but now who's going to try to do the next thing?
Now, sorry, we got to tell Kevin what happened at the Hot 97 comedy show, the April Fool's Day comedy show.
What happened?
So tell him what you did.
I got a joke, right? So, I do my stand-up stuff, and then if I'm hosting, after the last comedian goes on, I have somebody hand me a note every time, and I start looking over, and I'm like, oh, is he here? He's here? And they're like, yeah, he's here. I'm like, yo, y'all in for a treat, y'all.
And and keep in mind this is Madison Square. You've done the show, the Garden Theater,
it's
and the lineup's legitimate. Show. It's totally believable. It's a believable situation.
So I'm like, yo, I'm doing my own personal comedy summer jam. My man stopped through. When he's in town, he likes to try out his new jokes. He comes to my shows. You seen him and Think Like a Man. You hear him on this, that, laughing my pain. All right, all right, all right. Give it up. Yo, 5,000 people on their feet, screaming.
This is when I walked in. I was late. I opened the door as he's saying the joke. I believe it too. I'm like, oh shit, Kevin's here. Kev, I shit you not. It looked like a commercial for Eddie Murphy Raw. Jesus. These cats flew out of their
Women
seats.
started crying.
Yo, people were like
shivering, shaking.
Not one person in their seats. And I'm like, give it up for my man Kevin Hart. Scream, decibels, shake the garden next door. Then I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
April Fools.
April Fools.
It was but Kev, I literally, it was eye opening to see.
Because
people
I
react
do
that
it at
way.
the comedy clubs, even if it's like 20, 30, 50 people, and it always works. I'm like, I'm gonna try it in the garden.
You do it in a.
But I didn't know it was gonna be like that.
That's
But
ridiculous.
people freak for you, dude.
I'm gonna
It's
tell
different.
you. I'm gonna give y'all a funny story. So we're in Memphis. I'm doing promo in Memphis, and the other goal of mine is, the premieres that you see for movies are always in the same place. You got L.A., you got New York, as if these are the only destinations for for nice things or whatever. So I was like, dude, me and my partner Wayne, we trying to come up with just cutting edge stuff. I said, what if we just start bringing our versions of premieres? We call them screenings to different cities. We can do it ourselves. All we need is a studio just to set us up so we can show the movies. I said, but we can do everything else ourselves. Do pop up somewhere, give away something. I said, but let's take it to different cities. So we went to Memphis, Cleveland, New Orleans. Where else we go? We did like 7, right? Houston, Chicago, and Atlanta. We did a bunch of them. So we go to Memphis. I say, yo, it's a famous barbecue place, A&R Barbecue. I said, you know what? Let's buy the barbecue place for like an hour. Have everybody meet us down there, give out free sandwiches. Let's turn it into like a block party, a cookout, right? We think it's going to be like 300, 400 people. It's controllable. I got my security with me. Get a couple cops down there. We'll be fine. Pull up at this barbecue. And I'm a real dude. I don't, I ain't no killer. I ain't no fighter. But I'm not uncomfortable.
Right.
There's not an environment where I'm not uncomfortable.
Right.
We stepped out this car. The look on my face said, holy shit. They're going to kill me. Listen. I said, they're going to kill me, right? So Wayne looked at me. He said, hey, baby. This is my boy Wayne funny. He smacked me on the back. Hey, baby. This what you signed up for. I'm getting in the car. Right? This nigga gets in the car. Security. I got 2 security guards walking with me, right? Yeah, people, yeah.
But kill you because of the pandemonium.
Not like bad,
Yeah,
like just
like,
pandemonium.
they tear you up.
There's this little teeny rope. There's like a rope that's going around, and they got these people behind the rope. But I'm looking like, you ever lock eyes with people and you see like it's love, but it's like, hey man.
But if I don't get my barbecue like they
this
said I was
motherfucker
about to
here,
get.
These people want the shit I said I was gonna give them. Like this is real, man. Hey, we got to come with it quick, right? So people yell, hey man, they go that funny little motherfucker, man. Like this, it's so angry, it's so violent, right? I get to walking around. So I was like, dude, I can't just go straight in. I gotta shake everybody's hands. We gotta go around. I gotta shake hands. I got to. So they was like, all right. So we go around shaking hands. It's going good. This old lady might have been about 69. She goes, Kevin, and I'm close. I'm about to shake her hand. This lady passes.
Oh,
she
no.
goes like this, passes out, hits the ground. It's dead silence. Everybody saw it. Everybody watching. I look at her, right? I go, is she for real? Is she really? I go, is she out? Is she down? Not noticing what I'm doing and not forgetting about the cameras, I start kicking. I'm nudging the lady.
Is she alive?
I'm nudging the lady. Like, yo, you gotta get up, yo. She gotta get up. Like, yo, yeah, somebody gotta check her pulse, make sure she's good. I go, oh, well, this is uncomfortable. Let's just go inside. Listen, we left the lady there. Lady, I guess, gets up. I'm inside passing out the sandwiches. Comes inside to get her sandwich. Here you go, baby. Hey, you all right? I saw outside that you passed out. You okay? Yeah, I just got excited. I said, hey, well, I love you. I come around and give her a hug. Passes out again.
Oh man, no.
I just look at my team. And I go, y'all got to get her out of here.
It's too much to work out.
Listen, but when you see that effect and you see what's coming out, instead of it going to my head and me getting, the big head, dude, it's humbling.
Yeah,
it's
man.
humbling to see people show you that type of love, and it's humbling to see people come up and genuinely give you real embraces.
Yeah.
Hey man, I like keep doing what you. It's for me. I can't change. I can't get crazy. I can't.
And that's way bigger than all the hate.
I'm guilty. Not as much anymore, but I've been guilty of that.
Yeah.
For the simple fact, like, you know, with the whole women with the whole dark skin, like dark skin women, and they, you know, I had girls hit me. You hate black women. You should be ashamed of yourself. You got a black daughter, and I'm really ready to give this energy, and I'm like, why?
Yeah, why?
Why am I giving this energy? Like, it's the stupidest thing in the world to even address it. But I had to learn not to address it. And you know what? You let people just continue to rotate their own bullshit.
I think too, man, people see you so happy in your new relationship, man, and you guys are very public on Instagram, photos all the time. Now they going at your girl.
Oh, man,
she had an exchange with somebody the other day. Was like, what? She had to shut people down.
I literally had to get her dad. Let me tell you something. Her dad is so funny. Her dad calls her one day, and he's like, baby, you know what? I'm sick of this. I'm about to shut this down. And I'm like, what are you talking about? He said, well, I'm on YBF, and I am going back and forth with everybody.
No, he wasn't.
I said, what? What do you mean? What are you doing? Well, no, because they telling me things, and they saying things that ain't true. You know, first of all, my baby's black, Jamaican, and Chinese. I'm telling one girl right now, you don't know what you're talking. He's typing. I hear this.
You're like,
he's
Dad.
so angry. Hey, man, get off. I tell him, get your ass off the blogs, man. Like that. Don't nobody know what you say. Don't nobody care. Like, ain't nobody gonna read what you saying and stop saying what they're saying. Like, you're not stopping the world, man. I said, look, it's the nature of what we sign up for. Like, she's fine, she's okay.
Is she totally a civilian though?
Oh man, she's so far
regular,
away from
man.
that shit.
Totally regular.
So far away from that
So
shit.
and how has she adjusted though to being with someone who's huge?
This is why she. See, the funny thing is, from the public go, oh man, easy to be with a nigga when he got money.
Nah, she was there early, Jack.
She's 5.5 years. You know, so you got to think my last 3.5 have been the successful years. But our time before that was Kevin, the comedian, the grinding, and I'm touring, whatever. And, you know, people go and they talk about my divorce and my relationship with my ex-wife. My relationship was long done. This is something completely different.
And you're a great father.
And,
and you're supportive.
Like, and you know, even with my ex-wife and them trying to throw stuff in that, I kill people with the truth. That's my ex-wife. That's the mother of my kids. I'll never talk bad about the mother of my kids. My kids are 9 and 6.
You bodied her a little bit on the Real Husband.
Never. Oh, Real Husband
is
coming. But that's
your wife.
It's all in fun. It's all in fun. It's not malicious.
Yeah.
It's not malicious
That's what
attacks.
I'm saying. For somebody who has all these issues with their ex-wife in public, you handle it in such a funny way, and you address it.
Yeah, it's like what I don't understand, and you know, where I don't get mad, I laugh. Like, there's nothing you can say to me that I haven't already said.
That's the thing. Your whole relationship was such a big part of your comedy.
I said it. Like, you know.
So did you recognize that your ex maybe was just trying to get a payday real quick? Was she just trying to get a check?
No, I wouldn't say that. And you know what? Even if she was, I wouldn't feel that way.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
you
honestly,
shouldn't feel bad about it, but did you recognize the hustle?
But I said, at the end of the day, right now, she's working. She's doing something. I don't need to know what your drive or your motivation is. All I need to know is that you love your kids the same way I love them. And I know that you do. I'm good.
Good.
Listen, any problems that you have with me, I'll deal with it. I'm fine. Like, I'm happy. And no matter what, I'm always going to be a respectful man to you. I'm always going to make sure you're good. Even look, through your darkest day, I'm the one guy that you can call forever. And in the long run, regardless of what's going on, that light bulb will click. And sometimes it takes a longer time for certain people.
Goes out.
Yeah,
you
gotta go change the light bulb.
Pretty much. And it's like, you know, the difference is, and I think, you know, with male or women, I won't just categorize females here. See what I'm saying? I learned to be really politically correct. Yeah.
Well done.
Male or women, I think the difference in certain people is you grow at different pace. You reach a level of maturity at a different level in a different time period than others. Right now, I have finally peaked at my maturity level. It is very hard to shake Kevin Hart. I hate to talk third person, but it's very hard to rock
You don't
me
hate
right
to talk
now.
third
Well,
person.
I just went third person. I didn't want to do it. But
You gotta do it, though.
It's very hard to rock me right now or shake me. Like, I'm happy. I'm doing what I love to do, and I'm blessed. I did a lot of bullshit, and I know why it was bullshit. I learned from my mistakes. Okay, I won't do it again. Example, I got a DUI. I don't think I've driven a car in the past year of just going out. If there's any type of
Chance of liquor.
if there's anything where there's liquor involved, hey, let's get a car. Let's get a car service. Let's do X, Y, Z. But that's a sign of maturity. Hey, I learned from this mistake. It could have been a lot worse. Never gonna give it a chance again. Younger life. I had money. I fucked it up. Oh shit. I owe taxes. Oh my God. I'm broke. God, if I ever get a chance at money again, I will not do the same thing. Now, you don't have to talk to me about taxes or bills or anything or being responsible. You learn from your mistakes. You grow up. Within my relationship and my marriage, I messed up. I know what I did wrong. I know why it was wrong. I know where we went wrong. Hey, I don't want to do this again. Here's why. Hey, man, you got to do better on your side. I'm in a relationship now. I'm happy. Yo, I ain't fucking up no more like I used to. So if shit does fall apart, it's not going to be my just doing. I'm going to be assured of that. Why? I've grown. I've learned. So, within anything, anybody around me, my circle has not changed. You see the same people around me for years. My circle's the same 5 guys. My shit, you can't rock my environment. We refuse
Definitely
to let...
hit up Kevin Hart's people all the time to ask if he could do something, and they definitely respond back.
No, they'll say no. They'll say no.
But they'll say no.
They'll hit you back.
But look, they say something.
Back to
they
you.
say something.
nice.
He's like, "What up, Syfe?"
Yeah.
Nah, we can't do that.
No.
What can we as fans of Kevin Hart
It's all right.
do to make sure we support you in the long term? Keep doing the same thing.
Hey, man, listen.
Keep buying the
Just keep
tickets.
pouring him our money.
Because
Listen.
look, sometimes, like you said,
No, I'm gonna
you
skip-
said you feel like you peaked.
Skipping the movie.
I
direct.
will say... listen,
Just give him the money. Just give him the money. Give him the money.
No, keep it. It's okay. It's only a 20. Listen, here's the thing. Listen, I will say this, man. As people that have supported me, the one thing that I can promise you and assure you of, I won't stay the same. I'll keep continuing to give you guys content and different content and show you basically progression. I'm always going to peak and reach new levels, but there'll be new levels of myself.
Are you prepared for the backlash? Saying you ain't in the hood no more.
Of
You
course.
ain't this no more. You ain't that no more.
It happens, but that's very hard to happen. And, not necessarily a hood, but when you're still reachable, which is what I'm talking about, which is what I'm preaching, you maintain a level of realism.
Yes.
I think the minute that you step away from that is when you no longer know how to be normal. That's when you come out and you got shirts that cover the palm of your hand, and you shaking people.
So we're not
hands.
gonna see you sitting with the funny
sitting
leg
with
cross.
with the funny
You're not
leg
gonna do the funny leg cross when you get to Hollywood.
And this
and your
here,
thumb sticking through your
and this
sweatshirt.
here, when you talk and you start everything you say is a deep thought where you
He
know.
does. Let's be clear though. Once Kevin got to a certain level, the frequency with which you would see him wearing leather has gone up.
I told you though, when I wear leather on stage, it
Why
is to
is
pay
that?
homage.
Why do comedians? Is that
Why do
why?
black comedians gotta go leather?
You're paying homage. In my opinion, I'm doing it for Eddie. Mine's is Eddie.
Right.
Eddie Murphy, when he wore leather, if you go back and look at these tapes now, Eddie Murphy, when I do the hashtags comedic rock star, it is paying homage. Like, you got to think about it, man. Eddie Murphy made comedy an event.
Right.
It wasn't just, you didn't just go to a small show to laugh. When you went to go see Eddie Murphy, hey, get dressed.
Oh, the
Hey,
concert.
throw that shit on. Hey, what you wearing? What you wearing to go see Eddie? Everybody, people are coming in caps and gowns and everything. The only other people that did that, the Kings of Comedy, when they toured, it was an event. Like Chris Rock, he goes out, it's an event.
That's why he wears leather?
Chris Rock does leather too on his specials.
But is that the same thing, paying homage?
Seinfeld, full leather.
Yeah, Seinfeld's always in full leather.
No
Louis C.K.
White guys
always
don't go
leather.
Louis C.K.
White guys, nope, no leather.
Louis C.K. no
Actually,
leather?
white guys gonna step down. White guys will hit you in the arena with a Hanes tee.
Black tee.
No. Don't let it be
Not a new
Sandler.
one.
Don't let it be Sandler.
Not a new
Not a
tee
new
either.
tee. This is they just pulled this out the hamper. They coming to work. This is Louis C.K. is one of the funniest guys in the world. Louis C.K.
Wearing
had on
what he wore.
Louis C.K. had on the polo shirt, and one of the collars was like,
No,
like he
Kev,
didn't even. And I was like,
Kevin, it wasn't even polo. There was no horse. It was like a Foot Locker.
But the collar was underneath the shoulder, and he was killing. Like his material is
best.
fire. Like, but the whole time I'm like, look at Louis, goddamn collar.
Fix your
man.
stupid collar.
Fix the goddamn collar, Louis. Like, so I kept thinking, like, somebody get Louis collar.
God,
But
yeah.
that's not what they're about. And I think, it's funny because you get to see the difference in cultures. But if you look at Chappelle is the perfect in between.
Yeah.
Chappelle don't go.
Tom Ford
Chappelle
last
don't
night.
go whole.
He dressed up?
Last night,
He did
the
dress
first
up.
night, He had on like some regular, like a nice button up and jeans and Jordans. And last night, Tom Ford suited up.
He went suited and booted last
Suit
night.
was, his set was tight. Like he was performing.
Would we ever see a Kevin Hart, Dave Chappelle collab?
Hey man, Dave Chappelle is the baddest person to touch a microphone that's alive right now. I mean, I will say it, and I will stand by it. Me and Chris Rock, we were at a show. I'm about to leave now, man. Me and Chris Rock, we were at the Comedy Cellar, and this night is one of the best nights of comedy, like just by accident. I just want to work on some jokes. I just want to work on some jokes. As I'm going on stage, Chris Rock walks in the door. I go, what up, Chris? What you doing? You going up? He's like, yeah, I was going to work out. I said, all right, I'm about to go up now. He's like, all right, I'm going to come down. I'm going to come down and I'll watch, see if it's some funny stuff. Like, that's what comedians are supposed to do. We're supposed to watch and, hey, I got something funny for you. Because our sense of humor's all different. I come off, Chris give me notes, we're laughing. I go, you going up? He said, yeah, I'm going to go up now. I said, all right, I'll do the same. I sit in the back, Chris goes, he works on material, he gets all, hey, look, this is funny. This is funny as hell. What if you say this? And, oh, good. We just shooting shit. Chappelle comes in. Yo, what up, guys? Hey, y'all go up already? Yeah, we just fucking went up. You going up? Yeah, all right, we gonna watch. Me and Chris sit in the back. Dave was up probably for 20 minutes. There was a moment where me and Chris looked at ourselves and the jokes that we just had, and we were going over them. At the same time, we balled the shit up. It was like, this, we're fucking awful.
Oh, that's
Both
good.
looked at each other and was like, yo, we fucking stink. Like, our level of thinking is horrible. Chappelle is just different, man. Like, he cannot be copied. You cannot steal anything that Chappelle does. His style is it's like a UFC fighter that crawls on the ground and hits over top of the head, and he's like, you don't know where it's coming from.
Chappelle got a Kevin Hart joke in his set.
I've seen his set.
He comes out, he goes, Kevin Hart is the only comedian that actually lives a Drake song. He walks into his house and goes, I got everything, I got everything. He said, Kev, come upstairs. Ho, shut the fuck.
That's awesome.
Listen, I'll go on record, man, and I mean, I think the comedians that are doing great things will all feel the same way, man. Well, Syph,
not so much.
It's
not
okay.
yet. Hang on.
My circle.
No, it's
Who's in your circle, Cypher Sounds?
About 4 people.
it's good. Syph, it's good.
It's mine.
It's a good circle, Syph. It's a good
Nice
circle.
Cypher.
It's mine.
Dude, I'm glad I stopped, man. This
Thank
is a
you,
goddamn
man.
good
You
talk.
Yeah,
thought-
I know, it's hard to
You
get you.
thought twice about it before you came in
No,
here. though.
honestly, I don't have the time. I'm not supposed like. I'm literally I'm fucking up right now. Look, this window ain't that long right now,
out,
man.
man. Get out.
Hey, I
Get
love
out.
y'all, man. Look, I will always stop, man. You guys showed me love from day one, man,
Always.
and I will not turn my back on y'all. I don't give a shit.
God damn, that's right, Kevin.
All right.
I'm going to slow
Rosenberg,
down
don't start
dissing you.
asking for crazy shit like roles in movies and shit. Don't do.
Man, we should talk.
All right, well, let me get on out of here, guys.
Yeah.